won't stop till I hear him say,
Warning: the information that we convey in these videos and the content on this page simply provides general consumer information. It is not legal advice or regulatory guidance. It is not intended to sway your personal bias in any way. We are simply just relaying information already available to the general public. We highly suggest you do your own research and draft your own opinion on the topics disclosed in this video breakdown. Without further ado, sit back, relax, enjoy this video breakdown, and if you're not already subscribed to the YouTube channel, consider doing so now. Okay, what is going on, CYPRX advanced YouTubers? Welcome back to the CYPRX YouTube page. In today's video breakdown, we're going to be going over the FUD. We're going to be covering some fundamentals. Sit back, relax, and enjoy this video breakdown. If you do, make sure that you smash that thumbs up button and subscribe to the YouTube channel. I have a multitude of interesting articles to read to you all today, so we're going to start with this one. I'm sure that you've seen some other people cover this, but I'm going to show you guys how it is extremely FUD while these elite individuals are working behind the scenes to revolutionize the payment infrastructure of our financial ecosystem. Okay. This came out yesterday. Jim Cramer urges investors to exit crypto. I truly do not understand this man's agenda. He has never, in my personal opinion, been right about any call out that he's made on any public network that he's aired on. I don't know how he still has a job. I don't know, maybe because he's a little puppet for the elites. That's why he still has a job. But I don't know. You know, I don't get it. I don't get why we live in a world where putting out false, negative, improper information is like a thing. It's like a cool thing to do. You know, it's just weird to me. So CNBC's Jim Cramer on Monday told investors that they still have time to sell their cryptocurrency holdings. It's never too late to sell an awful position. And that's why you have if you own these so-called digital assets, he said. Okay, so interesting, right? He's telling you to sell at a bottom. You should have been selling back in November of last year when here on the CYPRX YouTube channel, we were telling you guys that the market's going to freaking crash, okay? Not now. Now is the worst time to sell, especially if you're in positions where you bought from last year. You're going to be selling at a loss. You might as well just hold on to those crypto assets now, ladies and gentlemen, because you're already down 80 to 90%. Oh, gosh, this guy. Oh, this guy is hilarious. So, okay, we see this article come out. Meanwhile, right, coming over here, this article reads, IMF head foresees the end of banking in the triumph of cryptocurrency. This article reads, in a remarkably frank talk at the Bank of England conference, the managing director of the International Monetary Fund has speculated that Bitcoin and cryptocurrency have as much of a future as the internet itself. I've told you guys on this YouTube channel before that cryptocurrency is going to be bigger than the internet adoption and cell phone adoption combined. I really, truly hope that people understand that, okay? To continue this, it says, it could displace central banks, conventional banking, and challenge the monopoly of national monies. This is, again, coming from the director of the International Monetary Fund, okay? We come down here and it says Christine Lagarde, a Paris native who has held her position at the IMF since 2011, says the only substantial problems with existing cryptocurrencies are fixable over time. In the long run, the technology itself can replace national monies, conventional financial intermediation, and even puts a question mark on the fractional banking model we know today. In a lecture that chastised her colleagues for failing to embrace the future, she warned that not so long ago, some experts argued that personal computers would never be adopted and that tablets would only be used for expensive coffee trays. So I think it may not be wise to dismiss virtual currencies. This individual over here is telling you to sell your crypto. It's literally hilarious, the games that these people play. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Do your own research, ladies and gentlemen. Generate your own bias. Invest with money that you are willing to lose. And have a future vision, have a future goal, have a long-term perspective in this cryptocurrency market, this emerging asset class. Coming over here to this article, December 6, 2022 from the Daily Huddle. Macro guru Rob Paul says Bitcoin, crypto, and stocks are ready to go exponentially. Here's why. The former Goldman Sachs executive Rob Paul says that risk-on assets like crypto and equities are set to go for a run as macroeconomic conditions become more favorable. In a new edition of the Global Macro Investor newsletter, Powell says that Bitcoin, is mostly driven by the available money supply, global M2 in the financial system across the world. To continue this, it says, while many investors are concerned about relatively high interest rates and the probability that they go higher in the future, Powell says it's not as big of an issue as most believe. According to the macro guru, risk assets like stocks and crypto still stand to benefit even if the Federal Reserve continued to raise interest rates. Higher rates are a red herring. Many will disagree, but in my view, it's a false narrative. The fact is that higher rates are not a hurdle for tech or the broader market. And this is why I don't care if rates stay at, let's say, 3%, which I don't think that they do. You've heard me say this many times. It is the rate of change and the rates that matter, not the level of rates. It's total bullcrap to suggest that if rates are stuck at 4%, then growth stocks, crypto, and etc. will suffer endlessly. This is not how the world works. You can also throw out the nonsense about cost of capital. The adoption of technology is far too fast for that to matter. Ladies and gentlemen, again, internet compared to the cryptocurrency adoption right now, we are about to experience the same boom and bust cycle. I've been covering this here for quite some time on this YouTube channel. Nobody knows when that is going to be. But as investors, the best thing that we can do is do our research on utility-driven assets that are going to change the future of our financial ecosystem, hope for the best, invest with money that you're willing to lose. That is the number one thing. Do not play around with money in this market as a gamble, okay? That means don't stick a whole bunch of your hard-earned capital into this market expecting some drastic amount of return on your investment for it to go bust and for you to play the victim role when you knew the whole time that this is an emerging asset class and that volatility is a part of the game, okay? It is a part of the game. So meanwhile, while all this is going on, right, we have this individual over here, Jim Cramer, urging investors to sell. We have the IMF head over here saying that cryptocurrency is going to be as big as the internet. We see the macro guru, Raoul Paul, saying that, stocks and crypto are ready to go exponential in 2023, 2024, most likely it's his time frame, right? We come over here. These are some interesting articles and some fundamentals that just recently came out surrounding the cryptocurrency space. UK finalizes plans for regulation of Wild West crypto sector. So we see broader adoption. We see the trials and tribulations being solved day by day. To correlate that with what the IMF director said, it says over the long term, okay, existing problems in the cryptocurrency ecosystem are fixable over time. It is going to take time, ladies and gentlemen. This part caught my eye right here. The government's aspiration to make the UK a global hub has come into sharp focus in the intervening months as the crypto industry became embroiled in the crisis after crisis. So again, the UK is always at the forefront of this cryptocurrency adoption. It's interesting to say the least. Coming over here. This is the last article that I have for you guys today when it talks about the broader crypto adoption, how the markets, again, the elites are moving behind the scenes while these individuals are putting out FUD to you all. We know for a fact that these central banks, we know for a fact that these major elite entities are in fact testing and piloting this blockchain technology. This article reads, France and Luxembourg joined the Venus Initiative to use CBDCs for bond settlement. This is pretty big, ladies and gentlemen. The Banque de France and the Banque Centrale de Luxembourg have joined forces to deploy the Venus Initiative. The Venus Initiative, which allows them to use an experimental CBDC for a $100 million bond worth $104 million. The bond is the latest vehicle employed in the series of trials in tokenizing of finances. The Director General of Financial Stability and Operations at the Banque de France, I'm not going to butcher this lady's name, had something to say about the project. And it says right here, it shows how digital assets can be issued, distributed, and settled within the Eurozone in a single day. The Venus Initiative confirms that well-designed CBDCs can play a key role in the development of a secure space for tokenized financial assets in Europe. It also aims to contribute to the Eurosystem reflections on how to improve our services to the wholesale market, especially in the context of the up-and-coming DLP pilot regime adopted by the European Union. A last key takeaway for this right here, this one was an interesting highlight. With the initiative the EIB issue under Luxembourg law, the Banque de France and the Banque Centrale de Luxembourg are proposing a possible cross-border response to the growing market interest in affecting digital native securities settlements with the central bank money token. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so again, do your own personal research. Don't listen to these individuals who are over here telling you and shilling cryptocurrency, telling you, I don't even know. This guy, like the last video that I did, he's on drugs, ladies and gentlemen. I literally don't understand why he wakes up in the morning and he's in an attempt to steer people in the wrong direction. I don't know if he's being paid for it. You never know what's going on behind the scenes, but do your own personal research, ladies and gentlemen. The proof is in the pudding that this crypto adoption is going to be bigger than the internet and the cell phone combined. And as a retail investor, The only thing that you can do is do your research, hope for the best, and invest with money that you're willing to lose. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, blessings to you all. As always, be cognizant, be aware, and I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video breakdown.
I won't stop till I hear him say, oh, oh.